the power of the skill called copywriting. Now, for you to be listening to me, more especially those of us on Zoom, those of you on YouTube and Instagram, I believe you have a business, you are an entrepreneur, you have something to sell. We've already established that for you to make money, you need to sell something. So the question is, how do you become a great salesperson? Now, for you to succeed in business, be it online or offline, more especially online, even offline, is having the skill of copywriting. You see, if you can be a professional in copywriting, in the skill of copywriting, trust me, you can sell anything. You can even sell ice to an Eskimo. Yeah, you heard me right. You can even sell ice to an Eskimo. Yes. Okay, so copywriting is the foundation of every online skill, because online deals with visuals, online deals with videos. So as a copywriter, we help people to make decisions. That's what we do as a copywriter. All right. So ladies and gentlemen, you don't necessarily need to be a professional copywriter in order to help people make decisions. Even as a salesperson, even as an entrepreneur, even as a business person, you can also do what? Learn this skill. Why? Because you need to know that decision is the base of buying and selling. Let me repeat that. Decision making is the basic, is the foundation of buying and selling. So the seller decides that, what are you saying? Okay, no. But the topic is copywriting. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, I need you to know that decision is at the base of buying and selling. All right. So the seller decides that the buyer will make a buying decision. Do you get that? Decision is the foundation of buying and selling. So a seller decides that a customer will make a buying decision to buy from them. All right. So the major purpose of copywriting is to influence the decision of people against others. For example, in your marketplace, you're not the only one selling what you have. So if you want to influence the decision of people to focus on you rather than focus on other people, is what? You need to learn the skill of copywriting. All right, because the purpose of copywriting is to influence the decision of people against others and direct them towards to you. So copywriting is the ability. I'm giving you the definition right now. All right, Mr. Tunde, I'm defining it right now. All right, so just keep writing. Copywriting is the ability, your ability to influence people's decision in your favor through the things you write, which can also be converted to visuals, video, text, long form text, audio, and what? Visuals. So copywriting is more of what you say, put it into words, writing, or audio format or video format. All right. So most of the time I act like a telepathy or a psychic by understanding. I don't know. I have this special gift, and I believe each and every one of us have it. I try to understand people by reading people's mind. Okay, so you need to know how to make decisions. All right, your ability to know how to make decision and knowing why you make decision puts you in a position where you understand how people make their decision and why they make decision. That's the essence of a copywriter. Okay, so you need to learn how to act like a psychic by understanding and reading people's mind, knowing how they make decision and why people make decision. All right. So hence your goal as a copywriter is to get people to make your designed decision, because you want people to buy whatever it is you're selling. All right. So I know your next question will be, okay, Imminent Augusta, how can I craft an information that makes people decide in my favor? Because that's copywriting, influencing people's decision to do what? To buy or to flow in your favor. All right. So how can you craft out a copy that will make people decide in your favor? Well, you've heard the saying that says there is power in words. There is power in what you say. Same goes for the saying that goes, there is power in what you write and what you speak, because all of them is a combination of what? Words. So ladies and gentlemen, I would like to introduce to you the 31 principles of copywriting, but we'll not go into the whole 31 today. No, today I want us to start with the first six. The first six concepts of copywriting. All right, are we ready? If you are ready, type ready in the comment section. And this is the best time to share this video. If you're on Instagram, YouTube, share this video, share the link and get your friends, invite your friends to join us here live. All right, share this video and don't forget to click on the thumbs up. That's your way of helping us get a lot of people watch this video, because it's valuable to you and also want to make it valuable to as many people as possible. So share. All right, so the sixth concept of copywriting, the first is you need to know your audience knowledge. All right, you need to have the ability to determine who your audience or your ideal customer is. Okay, because there is no copy without you having a proper understanding of the people that you want to reach out to with your product message. So your understanding of your audience puts you in a position of knowing who they are. You need to be very clear about your audience age, their gender, their location, how they think, how they act, and how they behave. You need to know all these things about your audience. All right, so knowing this will help you answer the question of who are my audience? Who are your audience? Okay, understanding how they think, how they act, how they behave, their age, their gender, their location. Okay, audience knowledge. All right, so the most important part about your audience is your understanding of their pain points that your product or your service can solve in their life. That's another thing. Knowing your audience also involves you understanding their pain point. What are those things that keep them up at night, that deprive them of sleeping, that doesn't give them, that whenever they think about it, they are not happy? What are those things? You need to know that. So let me ask you, all of you listening to me right now, what are the pain points of your audience, your ideal customer, the people you want to sell to, that your product is a solution to their problem? All right, what are your audience? Who are they? Who are your ideal customer? What is your ideal customer going through? What are they experiencing right now? What are they going through? What are their pain points? What are their needs? That's the question each and every one of you need to answer. And please answer it and put it in the comment section. Those of you on Zoom, I'm waiting for your comments. Let me repeat the question again. What are your audience? As in, who are they? What do they need? What are they going through? What are your audience going through? Who are they? What are they going through? What do they need? What are their pain points? Put that in the comment section. Because your ability to answer this question will give you a well understanding of who your audience, who they are. Okay, so I need you to bear in mind that copywriting is not about you. It's not about you selling something. Copywriting is not about your offer. But it starts from you understanding the pain points of your audience, because from understanding their pain points, you can create and build a connection with them. Because buying and selling is about your ability to connect with people. When people connect with you, more especially online, they begin to like you, they begin to know you, and they begin to trust you. And with that, they want to do transactions with you. They want to buy from you. They want to do repeated transactions with you. Why? Because they trust you. All right? So you need to understand your audience pain points, because from their pain, you can build your connection with them. Let me give you guys an example. In the year 2019, I launched a business in the northwest of Nigeria. That's Sokoto, the city of the Caliphate to be precise. So when I launched my business in that city, I saw that people were responding. I now made a decision to build a team, build a system that will last a very long period of time. And ladies and gentlemen, when I started studying my audience, my market, people in that state, what is it that they need, I started identifying their pain points. And ladies and gentlemen, guess what? I was so shocked to know that one of the things that moves them is sexual products. I kid you not. In the north, in Nigeria, you discover, if you do your research, you discover that most of the hard drugs are being pushed more in the north. They consume more of hard drugs in the north. And they are not even strict to them, unlike the way they are strict to people in the eastern or western or southern part of Nigeria. All right. So when I discovered that their need was sexual satisfaction. A man wants to look for a way of satisfying his woman. A woman wants to look for a way of satisfying his mind. Why? Because in the Sharia law, it's been said that if a man does not satisfy you, if your husband does not satisfy you, you're free to leave the marriage and look for someone else. So guess what, ladies and gentlemen? When I discovered that sexual satisfaction was a need and the pain point of a lot of people in the city of the Caliphate, I now said, okay, I'm going to solve that need with my product. Now, do you see, I know my audience. I understand their pain points. I understand their need. Now, my product is going to solve their solution. And guess what? I was able to sell my product because I knew that my product met their needs. My product was able to solve their problem. And guess what? They all rushed and I make a hell of money that year. That year was when I entered into the realms of multi-millions, like earning in 8 figure in 1 year. All right. So that's an example. So number one, the first concept of copywriting is knowing your audience, understanding them, knowing their pain points, knowing their need, knowing what keeps them up at night. Then the second concept of copywriting is the power of control. Now, when we talk about the power of control, it's literally, just as it means, giving your audience the power to make a choice, to make a decision. All right. So there are different ways to solve people's problem and there are different ways to solve people's pain points. So as much as you want to help people, do not let your solution or your connectivity be the only option for them. No, you need to let them know that they have other options. Okay. So give your audience different options to choose from. Give them a recommendation of life and death and allow them to choose. And trust me, when you give them a recommendation of life and death, when you get them to know that there are other products out there they can go and test. Like I remember when I was in Sokoto, I told them, you can continue consuming your tramadol, codeine, and the rest of the day. And at the end of the day, it will tell on your health and you die. And you spend much money in the hospital. So why don't you focus on taking my product, which is 100% organic, that will enhance your health and at the same time increase your libido and help you enjoy whatever it is you want to enjoy with your wife. Now, guess what? I gave them the option of life and death. This is life, this is death. Choose. Because I made them to see that my product is not one fits all. But I recommended my product and guess what? They chose my product. Why? I gave them the power of what? Control. So the secret here is for you to recommend to them and allow them to choose. With this, they will make a choice. They'll have to choose your recommendation. That's the truth. When you make them see that there are other choice and opinion, but right now, your own product is better. So give them the choice of life and death and allow them to choose. When you do this, ladies and gentlemen, they will choose your product. Trust me on this. With this, they will choose your recommendation, especially when they lack the ability of leadership. Many people will choose. See, there are a lot of people there that lack the leadership capability and ability. They have the spirit of leadership, but they lack the ability of leadership. So when you recommend things to people, people tend to choose your recommendation. Despite you've given them the option to choose from life and death, people will choose your recommendation. Why? Because they lack leadership. I could remember, was it last year, early 2022, when I was broke, I lost my business, I lost everything, I lost my dad, I was a mess. So at that point, I was looking for things to get myself out of the pit hole I found myself. And I came across an online program. And in that online program, they said a lot of things. And they were like, it's either you want to continue struggling in your business or you do this. That was a life and death. So guys, I chose life. Who wants to die? I know the only way to see God is to die, but guess what? Not everybody is ready to die. So I chose life. So ensure that you do what? You give them a recommendation of life and death and allow them to choose. And trust me, they'll choose your product. All right. So another example of power of control, I'll just tell you this. I'll just tell you a story I had, but that's just like a power of control. How to give your audience power to do what? To make a choice, to control their choices. And guess what? They'll also, at the end of the day, they'll choose you. Okay, so there's this unique water that they said they discovered where was that? I think is in the Asian world 3,000 years ago. Now, this water, they said that this water, once you drink it, you never get thirsty ever again. Now, those days, anybody that come to know about this water will be killed alongside their family. So the only people that possess the power to know and drink this water was the king then. But recently, we discovered that that same water was rediscovered again recently. And guess what? A technology was created, was used to multiply the source of that water. How to make sure that that water keep being produced over and over again. Ladies and gentlemen, trust me, right now, if you should drink that water right now, you never get thirsty again. But guess what? I and my colleague, we've discovered a way, because it's very, very expensive to get. We discovered a way to get it, and using technology to make it easier for other people to access. And right now, the water is available to only few people. You can make a decision to keep buying your normal water and keep drinking every day, or you can choose to buy this water of life that once you drink it, you never ever get thirsty again. So which will you choose? Which is right fit for you? All right. So this story I just told is another example of power of control. All right. Learn how to give your audience the power to make a choice. Recommend things to them and give them the opportunity to do what? To make a choice. So, ladies and gentlemen, know that when people see that you are not making yourself the all and all right? When people see that you are not making your product the only thing, like if you don't have this, you're dead. No. When you get them to see that this is valuable, but they have option to choose other product, but at the same time, there are more value in what you have. You recommend yours and also tell them they are free to choose others. Guess what? That's power of control. They will always choose yours, more especially when they lack the ability of leadership. All right. So the second concept of copywriting is what? Power of control. The first is know your audience, audience knowledge. All right. So the third we are going to be discussing on today is agree with all the likable objection that your audience could possibly have. When you agree with their objection, then what you need to do is to build a case why your offer is better than their fear. For example, some of you are already into sales. There's this particular secret I teach my mentees on how to close in on their sales. Now, when people give you an objection means a rejection, why they are not buying from you right now, why they are not patronizing your service right now. When people give it to you, agree with them, tell them they are right. Never you tell them they are wrong. Agree with them, tell them that they are right. But at the same time, build a case why your offer is beyond their fear, why your offer is better and the best fit for them because of the fear that they have, because of the objection they presented. Okay, so here you need to move, you need to learn how to move people from their pain points, which is the hell where they found themselves, into heaven where they truly desire to do or to be. Because I've discovered that a lot of people want to go to heaven, but not everybody is ready to die. I've discovered that. So guess what, ladies and gentlemen? This will shock you. Do you know that a lot of people desire heaven, but are afraid of the dangers and the demon on the way to getting to heaven? A lot of people. I was in a conference 2017 in Jos Plateau State, and I asked my audience, how many of you want to be like Dangote? All of you know Aliko Dangote, the richest black man in Nigeria and currently in Africa. But I don't think he's the richest. I think there's this president that overtook him, but I know he's the richest, one of the richest in Africa. So I asked my audience, how many of you want to be like Dangote? I was expecting everybody to raise up their hand, but guess what? One person did not raise up his hand. And I asked him, why? You don't want to be like Dangote? The man said, no, I don't want to be like Dangote. I was curious. I was like, why don't you want to be like Dangote? He said, Dangote's demons are too much. He cannot contain Dangote's demons. Ladies and gentlemen, guess what he's calling demons? He's calling the challenges. Because Dangote, before he became who he was, it took him 14 solid years. Hard work, disappointment, betrayal, a lot of things, 14 solid years. All right. So as a copywriter, our job is to tell people that we have been to heaven. Okay. We have helped a lot of people to go to heaven, and we know the way to go to heaven, to avoid all the obstacles and the the demons along the way that will devour them. All right. So that is your work as a copywriter. Okay. So agree with their objection, but at the same time, show them how you can move them from the hell where they are to where to the heaven where they deserve. Okay. So your first assignment today, I need you to write 10 possible objections that people come up with why they cannot buy from you immediately, why they cannot pay for your service right now. All right. So once you do that, I need those of you on Zoom, submit to me. You know where to submit. Submit it to the group. Those of us on Instagram and on YouTube, if you want to carry out the assignment, submit it to my email, info@eminentaugusta.com. All right. So that's the first assignment I'm going to give us today. All right. So ladies and gentlemen, I need you to be careful when you are addressing your audience through your copy. Okay. So I need you to carefully address them in your copy and keep them glued to you as you keep piquing their curiosity. Don't let the cat out of the bag immediately. Pick their curiosity and get them glued to you. All right. So I need you to also know that you can practice everything I'm teaching you today on your WhatsApp status right now. You can even pull up your phone, get your phone and type on your status. Oh, I just found out something. I did this recently and a lot of people were sending message. What did you find out? Just go on your status and type, I just found out that, and post. You see people asking you, what did you find out? What did you find out? What did you find out? I just smiled. I was just trying to pique curiosity. So with this, you'll be able to pique curiosity. All right. So try it out and see how that way of piquing curiosity works for you on your status or on your social media handle. All right. So that is it about agreeing with their words, agreeing with their objections. So the fourth concept of copywriting is you need to learn how to disrupt their brain, the brain of your audience. Learn how to disrupt their brain by giving them a task that they'll definitely try out just for them to prove you wrong. All right. So here you need to learn how to attach or how to attack a common belief. For example, you can tell them in your copy, you can tell them, I just discovered that the word school, for example, you already know it has 2 zeros, but you can tell them, I just discovered that the word school have 3 zeros. You see, you are trying to attack their normal belief. Someone that does this a lot is Blessing CEO. Many of you know her on Facebook and TikTok. She's one of the number one controversial content creator we have in Nigeria. The lady is so controversial. She says things that attack your normal belief. Okay, so this is another way of copywriting, getting people's attention. Okay, you can wake up and say, you can wake up and say, the only tree that monkeys don't climb is banana tree, and that's why they say who dash monkey banana, because they know monkeys cannot climb banana tree. But you know that monkeys can climb. That's a common belief. But you are attacking the belief by saying something controversial, something opposite to the belief. This will put you in a position where you are getting your audience to go and think and come back and prove you wrong. All right. So ladies and gentlemen, I need you to remember that the fundamental of copywriting is to get someone or a group of people work in your favor. So another concept of copywriting is your ability to disrupt the current belief system of your audience and get them to think and come back to prove you wrong. All right. So that is the fourth way of writing a copy to your audience. Now, the fifth concept of copywriting, remember we have 31, but I'm giving you the first 6. By next week, we'll go deeper into others. All right. So the fifth concept is your ability to agree and confess to a weakness. All right. Your ability to agree and confess to a weakness. So you need to learn how to confess to something. People like to see people's vulnerability. People always love a bad story. Bad story sells. Good stories does not sell. Just as of today, online, I saw something raining online. Banky W cheated on his wife, blah, 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 blah. Just because that's a bad story, it's spread, as in it went viral. Okay, so learn to agree to and confess to a weakness. Confess to something. For example, how you are not one way fix all kind of person or your product. How your product is not one way fix all, mean there are other options there. Okay, so then when you show the vulnerability, the weakness of your product or of yourself, then you need to turn it around and focus on what you are really offering. For example, let's assume I'm selling a make money products right now, how to make money products. You say, I'm not promising you 100 times your sales, or I'm not promising you that you'll be a millionaire or you make 1 million in 2 days like everyone out there is teaching you online these days. All I'm offering is that whatever that worked for me when I started my online business, my online journey, building my business and my personal brand, on how I succeeded, whatever that worked for me. And I am very, very sure that that same thing that worked for me can also work for you if you're willing to follow my instruction and pay the price and do the work, because there is a role you are going to play. Now, see what happened. I just confessed to a weakness that the way everybody is saying, make money online in 2 days, in these days, in 2 days, you make 1 million, you become a millionaire in less than 7 days. That's a weakness. I had to confess, I'm not like that too. It doesn't work. But you now, when you confess to your weakness, you now present your offer as a guaranteed way for them to do or succeed. And I now said, but this thing I'm telling you about worked for me. It took me, let's say, 6 months for me to achieve this. You are smarter than me. I am a slow learner. You are smarter than me. So if it took me 6 months, that means as smart as you are, it will even take you maybe 2 or 30 days or even 3 months to achieve. But under the condition you follow my instruction and play your own role. All right. So that is what you need to do when you confess to your weakness. At the same time, you do what? You use that opportunity and turn everything around and present your offer. Okay, so if this can work for me, it can also work for you. It's obvious that you guys are smarter than me. Okay, so I'm not saying that my product or my offer is the best for you right now, but it's going to give you an incredible result if you follow the instructions that I'm giving you. Okay, so that's how I'm going to put it. Hope we are following. If you're following, type value in the comment section. If you're new to this channel, you're welcome. We are talking about the 6 concepts of copywriting. Do well to subscribe to this channel if you're new. If you're on Instagram, do well to follow. Those of us on YouTube, subscribe to this channel, click on the thumbs up, like this video, and share this video with your friends. Get them to join us live here because we are having a wonderful business outing. All right, so hope you are following. Hope you guys are getting the gist. Please give me the word value if you are understanding what I'm saying. All right, okay, fantastic. So you need to ask yourself, whatever your product, whatever product it is that you're selling, what value does your product bring to the marketplace? What value is your product supposed to deliver? Okay, for people to buy from you, to choose you than others. All right, because if your product, if whatever product it is you're bringing to the marketplace, you must ensure that it's guaranteeing a transformation, a guaranteed transformation in people's life. So if they get this product or this offer, they are definitely going to arrive at XYZ destination or have XYZ results. All right. So in your copy as a copywriter, ensure that you let people know through your language, through your words, through your writing, that the opportunity for them to succeed that you are presenting to them is not an alien coming from heaven or coming from anywhere to make them rich immediately. It's quite unfortunate that a lot of marketers these days, I see a lot of marketers online making bogus promises. They make the mistake by going on a webinar or a presentation where they have more than 100 people, promising people, making bold claims of you'll be a millionaire overnight, you'll be a millionaire in 7 days because of what? They are showing you people's testimonial that have achieved it. Please, all of you in my mentorship, those of you that are in my paid mentorship on Zoom, please, I have taught you enough. Do not practice this kind of bad marketing. I have trained you enough for you not to go about marketing your product and your services like an amateur. Those of you on Zoom, please do not follow the idea of other people making bogus claim of overnight millionaire. It doesn't work that way. You need to learn, you need to practice, you need to implement, and in the process you can make 1 million overnight. I don't dispute that. But as a new person to the craft or to a business, you don't just wake up and make 1 million overnight. It takes you time of learning, growing your capacity and your ability, and over a period of time that becomes your reality. It could take you less than 30 days, less than 60 days, less than 6 months, but it takes time based on who you are and your capability and ability. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, it's very important to appeal to people's logic as well as their emotion when you are writing your copy. All right, because what I just did as a disclaimer of what a lot of marketers are doing out there, and what I am currently telling them about my product is just me appealing to their logic. As much as I appeal to their emotion that they can make $1 million in 7 days, I appeal to their logic that is not immediately. There are things they need to do. All right, so when you appeal to people's emotion by painting a perfect picture, always add a disclaimer to your appeal. Yeah, add a disclaimer to appeal to their logic by telling them that they have a role to play. They have to sacrifice something. There are sacrifices they need to bear before they can have their desired result as they follow the instructions that you'll be giving them. Okay, so by paying the price, it will be a natural result for them if they follow the instruction and carry out their tasks. Now, if you want to put your copy this way, if you want to put your copy in a way that people will know that this seller has integrity, then you need to do what? You need to make a disclaimer. You need to appeal to people's emotion and at the same time appeal to their logic. Okay, with this, people will see you as a seller, as someone that have integrity, that you are not among all those people that just want to push people to get started with something or buy something from you because of the immediate gain that you are going to have. No. So make your copy believable. Also, badmouth every other person. Badmouth all those making big promises. Badmouth every other product. Then pick one thing that you know that your product has. The guarantee, one of the things that you know your product offer as a guarantee and offer to people. Trust me, guys, this work like magic. They will rush you. When you confess your weakness, and in the process of confessing your weakness, you badmouth every other person, then produce your product as a guaranteed transformation, people will rush you. Are we following? People will definitely rush you. Okay, so from my experience, guys, from my experience, trust me, from my experience, people trust me more when I tell them about my weaknesses, either about myself or the weaknesses in my product or my offer. Then I turn it around to empower them using 1 or 2 products that I have that offers a guaranteed transformation. Okay, so in summary, when you are writing a copy, you have to learn how to badmouth the obvious, badmouth the normal promises everybody is giving out there. Then state why your own product is unique. People will relate with you more when you confess to your weakness. Do we get that? Do we get that? Type 777 if you got that. All right, fantastic. Okay, thank you very much. So the last but not the least is the power of reverse psychology. The power of reverse psychology. So when we talk about reverse psychology, so let's take a look at it this way. When you write a copy to get people to make a certain decision to buy your product, now instead of you talking about your product, I need you to focus more, talk more about your bonuses, those extra value that you are adding to your product, that you are adding to your product for people to access. Okay, those extra value that your products have that people will enjoy. Because everyone in today's world, everyone are focused. We all are selfish. We are the most selfish human beings on earth, species on earth. So everybody, before they buy from you, the first question they ask is, what is in it for me? WIIIFM. What is in it for me? When you help people understand what is in it for me, trust me, they'll buy from you. So learn how to attach bonuses to your product and extra benefits that your product offers to people. Okay, so how do you magnify the bonuses or the offer in such a way that you are ready to pay, in such a way that when people hear it, they are ready to pay the original price of your product just because of the bonus you attach to it, just because of the product you attach to it. One of my products, the Unbreakable Money System, the product is $100, and I attached a lot of bonuses and offer, and I even went ahead to do a discount for the first 20 persons at $15. Guess what? People were not paying attention to the price, People were paying attention to the extra value, my one-on-one communication, holding them by the hand, guiding them in order to grow their business and their sales. That was where their attention was, and they ignored the price and they bought. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, I need you to know that there is power in reverse psychology. It works like magic. Okay, it works when your products, when you have varieties of bonuses attached to your products. Okay, this will make your offer look like a no-brainer. In fact, it will make people feel like they are stealing from you. And it's always good to make people feel that they are stealing from you. Because when people feel they are stealing from you, they buy from you immediately. They see that the offer, what they will benefit from what you're offering is big. And they are paying for just the money they are paying is nothing to compare to the worth of the value you're giving them. They'll buy from you immediately. That's the power of copywriting. Okay, so the price makes no difference anymore to them because you have amplified the side benefits greatly in a way that it becomes so incredible that it becomes so incredible that they can't even think of not buying. Okay, so I need you to find, each and every one of you listening to me right now, I need you to find additional products, additional benefits that your audience will be so interested in and that they'll be so attracted to, that will make them to overlook your price, not to even think of whatever you are charging for your main product, as long as they are gaining access to the extra benefits and the bonuses that you are giving. All right, I gave an example recent in one of our classes, whereby if any hotel right now tell me that if I stay in their hotel for 7 days at XYZ amount, I'm going to get, number one, free massage, free massage. I'm going to get free buffet, local buffet, not all these chemical food, local Igbo buffet. Guess what? I'm going to pay whatever they ask me to pay because that's like my Achilles heels or something. All right. So the assignment I have for you right now is for you to write a sales copy of everything, of the 6 concepts of copywriting that I just gave to each and every one of us right now. Remember, audience knowledge, all right, power of control, okay, your ability to agree with their objections, then confess your weaknesses, all right, then the reverse psychology. Okay, so that's the second assignment, or more like the last assignment I'm giving to us today. Okay, Mr. Ade said I should summarize. Don't worry, I'm going to summarize. Okay, so hope we are gaining value. Hope you're gaining value. If you have a question, drop your question in the comment section, all right? So let me summarize the 6 concepts of copywriting I just gave you so that you'll be able to do your assignment with confidence, all right? Okay, so you need to understand, you need to determine who your audience are. Who is your audience? That is your ideal client. Your audience is your ideal client, your ideal customer. Okay, you need to know exactly what their pain point is and how your product can solve their problem. Let's use one of the digital products I sell. Zibarr High Income Skill University is one of the digital products I sell. Okay, so I'm going to use that as a case study to explaining in fact, I'm doing your assignment, but I'm using my product Zibarr High Income Skill University as a case study to explaining to you how you can write a copy using the 6 concepts of copywriting I just gave us. Okay, so Zibarr has 10 high in demand, high income skills that are of high demand right now that people can use to make money in 4 different ways, giving you an opportunity to make a total of 40 different income streams, having 40 different income streams. Okay, so the first question here is, the first question I'm going to ask myself for me to sell my Zibarr High Income Skill University, which is a digital product, I need to ask myself, who are my audience? Who are the people with the pain points that my product, Zibarr High Income Skill University, in fact, personally, we call it the money university because many of us wish that we got access to this university earlier than our 5 years university, because with Zibarr University, learning and implementing what you're learning, the process, you're making money, not unlike other universities that you have to spend 5 years, 6 years before you go look for a job. All right, so the first question I'll ask myself is, who are the people that need my product, that have the pain points that my product is going to meet? So that's me knowing, having my audience knowledge. Okay, the second one is power of control. So here I'm going to write in a way that I'm giving them a choice to make. I'm giving them the power to make a choice. Okay, so I'm going to start by saying there is a life you can, how do I, okay, there's a life you're currently living right now, more especially if you're in Nigeria. You know that your naira is falling, or whichever country you are, you know your currency is not doing well. Okay, naira is dying like crazy. I can remember in 2021, naira was it was 640 naira to a dollar. But today, 2023, as of June 2023, naira is now 800 to a dollar. Okay, so now the essence is that I added statistics here so that I can put a bit of fear into the heart of my audience. Okay, so now I need you to compare. Now I need them, all right? I need you to compare this to what will happen if you have the capacity to earn money across the world, earning in hard currency, which is what? Earning in dollars. Okay, so with Zibarr High Income Skill University, you'll be able to build and grow your skill that will give you the ability in order for you to build, that will give you the ability that you need in order to offer something to people living in different parts of the world in different currencies. And guess what? At the end of the day, you are earning in different currency. More especially, you are earning in hard currency, which is the what? Dollar. Okay, so now I need you to decide to choose the life that your I need you to decide either you want to choose the life that your government wants you to live, which of course is already diminishing. Go to school, get a good grade, get a good job, and go back to poverty. That's what they are preaching. Or if you want to live the life that you truly desire, that gives you the ability to do things, whatever it is you want to do or you're supposed to do, the choice is yours. Now, ladies and gentlemen, what did I do? I just gave them the power of control to choose. Either they want to continue the status quo, where the government takes care of them, they go to school, get a good job, retire, have their retirement gratuity, which doesn't come most of the time, end up with a system and end up with poverty. Or they want to build a capacity, learn a skill and grow their capacity to earn money in from different countries in different currency, more especially hard currencies. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, this is the power of control. Remember to always give your audience a recommendation. Let them choose between life and death. All right, so the next one is what? I need to agree to their likely objection. Okay, so I'm going to start this way. I know that when you read an article like this, the things that come to your mind is, this is too expensive. Yeah, because the Zibarr High Income Skill University right now runs for $1,000. Okay, so I know many of you say this is too expensive, you can't afford it. But let me tell you, there is a difference between spending 5 years in a university and spending millions of naira, more than $2,000, than you attending Zibarr, enrolling into Zibarr High Income Skill University, where you spend less than $1,000. In fact, as funny as it is, right now Zibarr is running a promo of $200, one-time payment for life, no more payment. Giving you the opportunity to enroll into a high income skill university, where you can also gain access to Web3 Academy, Crypto Academy, business school, a lot of things. All right. So this is a no-brainer. All right. So I'm giving them the opportunity, the ability to choose between what? Life and death. So that is the power of what? Control. Hope you guys are following me and nobody is confused. Please give me 111 if you're following me. All right. Fantastic. So that is the power of control. The next is what? I need to disrupt their brain with a tax that will make them to, with a tax that they will be forced to perform and make them to prove me wrong. So I'm going to just make a statement of a controversial statement that will go against their current belief and make them to prove me wrong. Okay, so once I do that, the next thing I'll do is to agree to their weakness. Okay, so I'm not saying that what I offer you or talked about is going to make you rich overnight. No, but there is a part that you have to play that I can guarantee you, and I can guarantee that everybody that carry out this task accordingly, following my instruction, okay, will have a predictable result. Okay, so this is me doing what? This is me trying to do what? To confess to my weakness, but at the same time turning the table around and telling them why my offer is better. Okay, so the last but not the least is the power of reverse psychology. Okay, when we talk about reverse psychology here, I'm going to give you, in fact, I'm going to state the exact bonuses that I'll be giving them. And I'm going to hype it so much that it won't matter the price that I ask them to pay as a, it won't matter the price I ask them to pay for my product. Okay, whatever price I'm giving them, it will be a no-brainer because of all the value I added for them, because the worth of the value is so much that the price is insignificant. Okay, now once I do that, I'll use the power of comparative analysis to fight their price objection. Okay, that is what I will do in my copy if I'm the one writing my assignment. All right, so hope we were able to, Mr. Day, hope you now understand how to go about your assignment. Okay, fantastic. So ladies and gentlemen, here you have it. I believe that with this summary I just gave you on the 6 concepts of copywriting, you can boldly and confidently write a copy for your business or for your product or for whatever it is you're selling, and submit to me, to my email, info@evidenceaugusta.com. For those of us on YouTube and on Instagram, for those of us on Zoom, submit your assignment on the Telegram group. Okay, so remember, before you write a copy, you need to understand the pain of your audience. You need to know who you are writing to. You need to know the people that has the pain that your product is solving, because those are the people that will read your copy. So understanding your audience, knowing their pain point, and knowing how your product will solve their problem is the perfect way to writing your copy, the perfect guide to writing your copy. Okay, so at this point, I would like us to draw a curtain here. So for those of us that are on YouTube and on Instagram, hope you gained so much value today. If you know you gained value today, type premium value. I believe each and every one of us gained premium value today. So those of us on Instagram and on YouTube, do well to smash the like button, the thumbs up, like this video, share it with your friends, and don't forget to click on the subscription button. If you're on YouTube, subscribe, tap on the bell so that your post notification will be on. If you're on Instagram, follow this page and tap on the bell so that your post notification will be on, so that in our next episode you'll be informed whenever we come live on YouTube and on Instagram. And if you're here and you want to book your slot to enroll into the Zibarr High Income Skill University, click on the link on my bio, connect with me, or click on the link below the description for those of us on YouTube. Those of us on Zoom, I'll drop a link in the Telegram group. So click on that link in order for you to book your reservation. Now that there's a promo going on for people that want to enroll into the Zibarr High Income Skill University at $200 instead of $1,000. Okay, so don't forget to subscribe to this channel, turn on your post notification, use the bell icon to turn it on, and see you in our next episode. So ladies and gentlemen,